Hi, Sakina.
Hi, Lena. Good evening. How are you?
I am well. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. We're going to be talking about home ownership. So I'm excited about this
Yes,
topic
ma'am.
and more importantly, having you here with us tonight. So for those of you who are joining us, you guys know what to do. If you've been joining us for a while, please comment, show Sakina some love, let her know where you're watching from. Give us your city or your state, whatever you are comfortable with. So show my special guest some love tonight. Let us know where you are watching from, your city or your state. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Minister Lena Lassiter. I have my master's in human services counseling with a specialization in PTSD and trauma. I'm also an advanced grief recovery method specialist. I'm a director in corporate America, an author, and also the founder and president of Forever Healed. We are a nonprofit, and what we do is we help those who are dealing with grief. Well, I'll say a broken heart due to grief, due to a loss of any kind. We help them to recover, reclaim, and restore their lives. I'm also on the National Bereavement Coalition Board and an active member on the National Bereavement Coalition for Homicide Service Providers. And we are also an active partner with the Richmond Police Department Victim Witness Assistance Program. So thank you guys for watching. Let's see. Good evening, Miss Pat. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. We have a good one tonight, so hang tight. So Sakina, we have Sakina Eatons with us tonight, guys. She is a licensed realtor. She is a client-focused licensed realtor in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And she has been in this industry for a couple of years now. She has a servant heart, and real estate is her passion. Sakina discovered her passion for real estate after personally being blessed to purchase 3 new construction homes. Come on, girl. All right now. So during her 3 personal transactions, Sakina learned something new and exciting about the home buying process, and becoming a homeowner. And she felt the need to share that with others. I like her slogan, and it is, she's here to serve your real estate needs. As again, real estate for her is not about making commission, but serving others. Isn't that something? A servant heart. And that's what we're here to do, right? We're here to serve. And Sakina, this is, why we've been, going out live. We're really not a talk show, but when the pandemic hit, God impressed upon my heart to come out here to inspire others, to give them some hope, to show his love, to connect with other experts in the industry, to make sure that we're educating, we're providing tools and resources to those who are in need. So thank you so much, Sakina, for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you for having me, Lena. I really appreciate being here.
Hi, Chastity. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So you guys might be wondering how grief and home ownership is connected, right? So if you haven't been able to save money for a down payment, this could trigger emotions of grief. And if I'm not mistaken, and Sakina can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the down payment now could be about 20%. Is it 20%? Okay, the total cost of the home. So for some people, that could be a lot of money. And if you don't have it, then that could cause some emotions of grief. Also, you could have seen a beautiful home and you envisioned you and your family moving into this house. You dreamed about it. You have pictured where your furniture was going to go, right? And then when it doesn't happen, it may trigger emotions of grief. And it may not have happened because of the bidding wars that I'm hearing are going on right now. The market right now, which Sakina is going to talk to us about that, the lack of finances again, or the lack of education around the purchasing process. So either case, I want you to let yourself feel what you feel, But more importantly, I want you to be educated so that we can help to propel you forward in your home buying journey so that you can become an homeowner if that is your aspiration. So tonight, we're going to be talking about the steps to home ownership, the current market conditions, and as you guys know, whatever questions that you may have. Hi, Minister Ross. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate your ongoing support. So, Sakina, we'll go ahead and get started with you. Our special guest, again, we have Sakina Edens with us tonight. She's a licensed realtor. Can you please just share with us, those who are watching, those who are going to catch the replay, what prompted you to venture into real estate? Uh-oh, we might have lost her for a second, guys. Hang tight. Sakina, can you hear us? All right. For those of you, again, who are watching tonight, we're going to talk about home ownership. We're going to give you some tips on becoming a home owner. Looks like our special guest is having some issues with her internet, so let's give her a few seconds to get her back. And then she will share some tips with you on the current market and home ownership. And if you have any questions for her, go ahead and put them in the chat so we'll have your questions out there as well. All right, looks like we're getting her back now. Thank you guys for being patient. We missed y'all. Sakina, can you hear us? Technology. Okay, so for those of you watching, go ahead and drop your questions in the comments that you have regarding home ownership. Whatever questions that you have, go ahead and put them in the comment, and then we can have Sakina respond when she comes back. So it looks like she's trying to get her internet together, but we believe God that this is going to work. So we'll get her back in a second. Yes, Tanya, we're going to have, it looks like she's going to try to come back in. And hello, by the way, thank you for joining us tonight. So we'll give her a second to pop back in. So again, tonight we're going to be talking about just some home ownership tips. So again, some of you may be wondering how that ties into grief. So some things that I shared earlier is that sometimes you don't have the money for it, the down payment, because now they want 20% of the cost of the home. There are bidding wars that I'm hearing that are going on currently. So, some people, they see these homes that they love. They envision themselves in this home. They can picture where their furniture is going to go, right? Picture the paint that they're going to have on the walls. And then somebody outbids them for the home. And then there's disappointment. And then there's that grief because the expectation of, finding this home, this is going to be my house. And then it doesn't work out, for them. So I want to make sure that you guys are educated on the home buying process. We talk about the current market conditions. We talk about what's going on with this bidding. How do you even find the right realtor, like that process? So once we get Sakina back, we'll talk through some of that. And yes, Tanya, also some first-time buyers programs, because there are a few programs out there for first-time home buyers. And then Chastity is asking about grants or programs for current homeowners to use to help with fixing up your home. That's another thing too. Chastity is, if you don't have the money for the down payment, you have to maintain these homes, as well. So, that can be a challenge, as well. Let me see. I got a call. Let's see if this is her.
Lena.
Hey there.
Yeah, I don't know. It was buffering on my end the whole time we were talking, but once we started the live, it's just not doing anything. It's absolutely frozen.
Okay. So are you able to log back in?
Let me see. I have to leave the studio, I guess.
Yeah, you already left the studio. Try to enter back in. Can you guys hear her on her phone? Hey, Tanya, thank you for joining us tonight. Our special guest is trying to log back on. All right, and Sakina, they can actually hear you on the phone as well, okay?
Okay, great.
So why don't you try the link one more time? If you can't get back in, we're gonna make it happen on the phone.
Okay.
There's a will, there's a way.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for joining us tonight. See, this is some good information for you guys to have. So you see, right? Distractions come, so you can't get this information, but we're going to get you this information. And we're going to make sure that your answers get questioned. That your questions are answered. So, Sakina, we already have a few questions for you, which is great.
Okay, great. Once I get back into this link, I will be able to hopefully jump back in.
Okay. Oh, they got the questions coming. You guys are so loyal and you're so great. So I want to just thank you for that. Thank you for your patience. We're going to get you the information that you need. This is just a distraction. Just hang in there. She's on the phone. So if you can't see her beautiful face, at least you can hear her voice. And we're going to move forward. We're not going to let this distract us. I want to make sure that you get what you need, because a lot of people have been asking for this, and we're going to give you the education, the tools, that you need. I thank you for your loyalty. A lot of you have been wondering where we were, because we were supposed to come back a few weeks ago. And, we have been dealing with our own challenges and our own losses. So, we would be hypocrites to tell you guys to take time to grieve, and we don't do that ourselves. So we have been taking some time to just kind of process our own grief, been taking the time to service our clients. We still been having clients through all of this, and just working on some things that we're going to share with you guys soon. So again, thank you for just your loyalty, joining on tonight, hanging on tonight. We are going to make this work. This is just a distraction. And this is how you handle things, right? So distractions come, you can get all distracted and, all focused and all rattled, but you just got to laugh and just keep moving. It's going to work out. So thank you guys. Just hanging there with us. Still buffering, Sakina?
Yeah, it's loading back up. The website is loading back up. So hopefully in a few seconds, I can jump on back in.
Okay. Are you able to just go ahead and start telling us about your journey while you're trying to log back in? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
So I was blessed to purchase 3 new homes on my own, 2 of which I was the sole borrower. And doing those 3 transactions, a light bulb was ignited in me, and I was able to realize that, hey, this is something that I'm really interested in This is my passion. This is my purpose, and I want to share this journey with other people. During my 3 transactions, I was actually working with a family friend who was my realtor. And through all the transactions, I realized that I was actually doing more of the research and more of the legwork. And I was the client, but I actually had a realtor. So that right there told me that, hey, when I am a realtor, I need to make sure that I'm providing the service and the knowledge to my clients so that they can make reliable, responsible decisions on the biggest transaction that they will probably make in their life. So that was why I decided to become a realtor.
That's good. And also for those of you guys who are watching, so it's important to make sure that you pray about, that you have the right realtor, right? Someone who's going to educate you through the process, walk you through it, so that you don't have to have questions, or like Sakina was saying, that you're pretty much doing the work that you're paying, them to do. So it's very important to make sure that you have the right realtor.
Yes, absolutely. Someone that is knowledgeable, someone that does not mind going above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that your client is happy.
Right.
And that's what I'm here for.
Right. Exactly. All right. So you're still trying to get in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sakina. So I'm going to read just one question, okay?
Okay.
That we have so far. So I'm going to go back up here and start with, somebody asks, are there any grants or programs, this is from Chastity, for current homeowners to use to help with fixing up your home?
That is a question that I'm not too privy on. Most of the programs that I am familiar with are for first-time home buyers. That would be a great question that you can ask a mortgage lender, and they could, tell you whether or not their particular company has those type of grants. But as far as for people that are not first-time home buyers, I haven't heard of that thus far out in the market.
Okay. All right. Chastity, did you hear that? Did that answer your question? Let us know. Speaking of first-time home buyers program, Sakina, there's another question from Tanya, and she asks, what about first-time buyers programs?
Yes, absolutely. There is a program, and I say this from experience. This is another experience that I had with one of the purchases that I had when I was a single mom. I wasn't prepared for that home purchase. I had a little money saved, but not enough to cover my closing costs and my down payment. So again, I did my own research. I didn't get this information from my realtor. I did my own research and found that there was a program here in Richmond that's a nonprofit organization called Housing Opportunities Made Equal. And Housing Opportunities Made Equal is a program specifically geared towards the first-time home buyer that offers you grant funds for the purchase of your first home. Now, with that program, you have to go through
with
Housing Opportunities
program
class.
To go through the Opportunities grant program class, which is just a class. It's 1 or 2 classes that you have to. The prerequisite of that is you have to stay in your home at least 5 years. But once you requirement, the funds are totally forgiven. So that's free money for people in the Richmond and Richmond area and surrounding counties that is accessible to higher.
Okay. Sakina, you're buffering again?
Okay.
Okay, so let me see.
Sakina,
Say something there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call you again. Just mute your computer, whatever device that you're on.
Totally forgiven. So free money for
Okay, I'm going to have you just mute the device that you're on, and I'm going to have your voice come through my phone, okay?
Okay.
All right.
and
All right, so just mute your computer. There you go. Okay. So we're going to have you start back with the housing made equal. I thought it was interesting because somebody had a comment about it. So Sister Pat said that housing made equal paid her down payment when she bought her house. And then she was asking, is that program still around?
Yeah. And they have a link out there where you can go and get more information on the down payment program.
Okay, that's good.
can you hear me?
I'm trying to put. Can you mute your mic on your device, like your computer?
Yeah, I did. But for some reason, it
Okay.
Yes, it is. Yes. Facebook, you
All
can
right.
Facebook,
Okay.
and they have a link out there.
hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. So Housing Made Equal, they have a Facebook page.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. I'm here.
All right. So the Housing Made Equal, they have a Facebook page.
Yes, ma'am. They have a Facebook page.
Okay.
And there's a link out there where you can go to get more information about their down payment assistance program. So
Okay.
yes, they are still in business and they are still providing that program for first-time home buyers.
Okay. So Ms. Pat, they are still in business and they still offer that program. They're on Facebook. So you guys can, look them up. Housing Made Equal. Housing Made Equal. So great question. All right. Somebody.
Housing opportunities made equal.
Housing opportunity made equal. Housing opportunity made equal. Okay. Another question, Sakina, is what's one main thing a first-time buyer should look for?
The first main thing a first-time home buyer should do is prepare. And when I say prepare, that is, making sure that your credit report is up to date, making sure that keeping track of your credit report. There's an app called Karma that you can use to view your credit report. to see if there are anything, if there's anything out there that should not be. But also, I think it's better to, early as possible, just speak with a mortgage loan officer to have them go over with you your options as far as different mortgage programs and get pre-approved. That's the major thing. You want to get pre-approved before you think about going out and looking for a home, because you will need that pre-approval letter for a realtor to start taking you out to shop for a home. Another thing that I also suggest is saving your money, because with also with the mortgage application, and when you start going out to look at homes, you're going to need your down payment. You're going to need money for inspection, money for the appraisal on the home. So those are incidental costs that you will want to have set aside and be prepared for, when you first start the process.
Okay. So guys, you want to have a conversation with the mortgage lender to determine how much you can afford and what steps you need to qualify for a mortgage. Now, Sakina, the website that you mentioned to check your credit, is it Karma? How do you spell that?
Credit Karma, CREDIT. Karma is KARMA.
Okay.
And it's actually either the website or they have an app that you can download to your phone.
Okay. So Credit Karma. Credit, Karma, guys. You can go there and check your credit score to see what your credit score is. Okay.
Yeah. But one thing I do want to mention about the Credit Karma app or the website, it's not the actual credit score that the mortgage lender will use to qualify you for your loan. It's just a guesstimate that the company uses to kind of like give you a snapshot of where you stand.
Okay.
So just be mindful of that.
All right, guys. So that's going to give you a snapshot of where you stand. Okay. Very good information so far. Let me see. I think we have another question. What's the main mistake you see for first-time buyers?
The main mistake I see is not being open-minded or flexible when it comes to your preferred location. I know everybody has their, own little, zip code or areas where they might want to, purchase their home. But in this particular market, it's so hard for buyers to even get a contract on the house because there's so much competition. This is a seller's market. So what that means is that there are more buyers in the market than there are homes available. So there's a lot of competition when it comes to buyers, getting their offer accepted by a seller. And so you want to keep that in mind that, just because you put an offer on one home, that doesn't mean that that offer is going to get accepted. But what I always tell my clients is there is a home out there for you. God always has a home specifically for you. And just with patience and perseverance, you will find that home. It might not be in a zip code that you prefer, but there is a home for you. So just be open-minded and be flexible where that is concerned.
That's good. Perseverance, guys. Keep pressing through. Don't give up. Don't give up because of the one no. Because all you need is the one yes. All you need is the one yes. Okay, let me see if we have any more questions, Sakina, before we keep going. Okay. All right, so Sakina, let's talk about the current market conditions.
Yeah. So as I just mentioned, the current market is a seller's market. And what that means is there is not a lot of houses on the market currently. Due to COVID, we've seen in the last 2 years that people are not that comfortable with listing their homes. So that's the reason for the shortage. But there are a lot of buyers out there competing for the homes that are available. So you find, offers being you can get 15 offers for one house.
Wow.
And so the seller is having to decide, which offer am I going to go with? And what the realtors tell the buyers is, present your best and highest offer. So whatever you're comfortable with offering for a home, then that's what you present, and no more than that. And like I said, it may get accepted, it may not, because there are other buyers that may offer more than you. But at the end of the day, you can't get discouraged. Keep pushing. Again, a home is out there for you. You just have to persevere through that. But yeah, you can definitely get a home. It's just not like it used to be maybe 3 years ago, pre-COVID, where put a contract in on the house and your offer is accepted on the first go around. You may have to try 2 or 3 times, but it can be done. And I am here to help anyone with their process.
Okay, very good. And I've been hearing about people like writing letters in addition, to their offer. Sakina, what's your advice on that? Do you recommend that buyers do that?
I don't see anything wrong with it, but industry standard, I have read that sometimes it's not really a good look for the buyer to do that. But what I do for my buyers is when I submit a contract, I will, in my email to that listing agent, I will, do sort of like a letter just explaining that, this was a well prepared buyer. They are pre-approved for this amount, and they are eager to, purchase this home. Just kind of like give it a soft touch, give it a personal touch, versus, this is my client's offer, and look at it and be done with it. I want to put an extra touch onto submitting the offer to give my buyers the best chance possible.
Yeah, very good. Good. Let's see. Miss Pat says interest rates are going up. Is it best to wait to purchase a home?
No, ma'am. And that's why, because interest rates are going up. You want to get in where you can fit in. You want to do it now if you can. If you have the opportunity, you want to do it now. Interest rates are still at an all-time low. So, yeah, they went up maybe about 2.25 or something to like 3, but they're still at an all-time low. So you don't want to wait if you don't have to.
Okay. So she said, don't wait. Do not wait. You want to take advantage of the interest rates right now. And they are pretty low right now. So if it's your time, this is the time.
Yes, ma'am. If it's your time, God will make it happen.
Yes,
so
He will.
Go for it.
Yes, He will. And I remember just a funny story years ago when my mother was purchasing her first home. And listen, use wisdom, guys. Use wisdom. So like I said, even selecting your realtor, use wisdom. Because this person told my mother, Sakina, and all you guys who are watching the replay, so she was like, no, I want to stay within, what she was qualified for. She had a particular budget that she wanted to remain in. And the realtor told her, well, just eat peanut butter sandwiches. No.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No.
That's not something that a realtor should tell their clients. I tell my clients because I've been there. I know what it takes to purchase a house. I've been there 3 times. You have to go in. You don't want to be house poor. Just because your loan officer approved you for $350,000 does not mean you have to spend $350,000. You spend what you're comfortable with paying, because at the end of the day, you're the one responsible for that mortgage payment. And if you can't honor that note, guess who the mortgage company is coming from? They're coming from you. They're not coming from whoever told you, gave you that bad advice. So get what you are comfortable with. If you're comfortable with paying $1,200 a month, then that's what you go with. Just do whatever what is within your means.
Yes. So stay within your means, guys. Stay within your means. So again, I love the comment that she made. You may qualify for $500,000. It doesn't mean that you have to go out and get a $500,000 house. So go in financially, equipped and prepared. Know what you can spend. Know what stick with your budget, and be comfortable with that. Right? So stay within your means, because you don't want to have a house and then you can't furnish it, you can't maintain it. So just be wise. Use wisdom when it comes to our finances. Be good stewards over our money. So this is why we wanted to make sure that we educated you tonight, to make sure that you understand what's out there for first-time buyers, what steps that you need to take, what the current market is like. And just to educate you again, just on your finances. And like she said, make sure that you are saving your money, understand what your credit score is. So make sure that you are educated, that you are fully educated prior to going, on this journey, this house buying journey. Let's see. Can two first-time home buyers go into buying a house together under that program?
Absolutely. But in the program, I want to add this: the program is geared towards your income. So that's one reason why I was able to, as a single mom at the time, I was able to utilize that program, because my income fits the criteria. So That's another reason why you should contact Housing Opportunities Made Equal personally and share with them, because you kind of like have to give them a snapshot of what your income is and answer other questions that they have out there to make sure that you meet the criteria of the program before you can go any further with it. So.
Okay. Very good. Great questions. Great questions, guys. Any further questions for Sakina? What questions are on your mind regarding, purchasing a new home? Any further questions that you have, go ahead and ask them. I love the questions that have come forth so far. So Sakina, how can our viewers or those watching the replay, how may they contact you?
Yes, absolutely. My mobile number is 804-322-9634. I'm the realtor that super accessible. I'm very customer oriented. So if you call or text me, please expect a call or text back promptly. I'm big on time management, so I'm not one to just leave you out there hanging. So by all means, give me a call or text at 804-322-9634. I can also be reached via email at sakina.eden@exprealty.com. I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook at Sakina Edens Realtor, and I'm also on Instagram under Sakina Edens Realtor. On my tag for Instagram, it's Sakina Sells Real Estate. So you can contact me. You can DM me on Facebook, DM me on Instagram, call or text. I will be super excited to help you. Again, real estate is my passion and my purpose. So I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you with your journey. Like I said, I've been there, done that. So I have all kinds of examples on, what I've been through. So I understand completely, what the home process is like. So I'm here to help.
Amen. All right. So guys, you can call her 804-322-9634. You can email her at sakina.edens@exprealty.com. And again, you can DM her on social media. So this is the time. The time is right. Again, the rates are pretty low, at an all-time, low. They have gone up a little bit, just a smidget. So this is the time, if you're interested in, purchasing a home, the time is definitely now. But again, as she mentioned, the first steps is that you want to talk to a broker. You want to get pre-qualified. You want to make sure that you understand what's on your credit, just kind of get a snapshot, of that. And I will also, just recommend that you have your budget, and you have your budget, and you know what you can afford, and what you can spend, right? So always go in understanding, your finances. I always tell people, now for those who have downsized and they want to rent, that's fine. You do that. I'm not judging you or criticizing you. But for those of you, who want to invest in yourself and, purchase a home, this is the time. So I wanted to, again, to make sure that you are educated, that we give you the tools and resources to be able to do that and to be able to make a sound decision for you and your family. We got Mary Boyd on here, another licensed realtor. I love Mary. She was on here with us last year, Mary? Yeah. So maybe we can get her back and talk some more about, home buying, because I think that you can't be equipped enough. You can't be equipped enough. And we want to be good stewards over our finances. So I believe that we should own our homes. But again, in order to do that, we have to be educated. So Mary, thank you for joining us. Again, another licensed realtor. Check her out as well. Again, just a servant heart, doing it for the kingdom. You want the right realtor, as well. So I can't, stress that enough. Told you guys, my mom had a realtor, and I'm not trying to be funny or knock anybody, talk about anybody, but he actually told her to eat, peanut butter sandwiches. That person's not looking out for you. You don't want to be eating peanut butter sandwiches trying to afford, a mortgage. I don't want to eat peanut butter. I want to eat some real food. So anyway, you know how to reach out to Sakina. Again, Mary Boyd has joined us tonight. She's also another licensed realtor. I want to give her a shout out, as well. So you can reach out to them. Also, before we close tonight, again, thank you guys. Share, like this video. Sorry that we had technical difficulties, but you see, we persevered through, right? So they're just distractions. So it's just to show you, if things don't go the way that you plan, you just keep moving. And we got it done, right? The information was given to you guys. So don't get distracted when challenges come. I want you guys to keep pushing through, persevering through, leaning on your faith. Don't let it distract you from your mission. You will see victory on the other side, regardless of what you're going through. So grab a copy of our ebook, Understanding Grief, Prescription for Your Broken Heart. We have the website here, so it'll be a part of this video. A lot of people always ask me, what do I do for the griever? What do I say? And then for those who are grieving, they want to kind of understand how they're feeling. So in this book, we talk about the different types of grief. We talk about how you can help the griever. We talk about practical steps. So you want to grab your copy. When you grab your copy, guess what? It helps us to help victims of homicide. It helps us to make sure that we are equipping them with the resources and tools that they need to navigate through their grief journey. So as you help us, we can definitely help others. So let's see, we have a few comments, Sakina, before I let you go. So Mary said, thank you. You're welcome, Mary. Thank you for joining. Good information. Minister Roz said, thank you, Minister Roz. I'm glad that it was great information. And Chastity said, thank you. And Tanya said, thank you, Sakina. So Sakina, again, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, for being here tonight. Again, I'm sorry we couldn't see your beautiful face, but we'll try it again. They heard your voice.
Yes, ma'am. It's all good. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Lena. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. And here's how you can reach Sakina again. So it will be a part of this video. So you will have that information there. So reach out to her. Patricia said, ladies, thank you for the awesome nuggets. You're welcome. So everybody, sweet rest tonight. And we will see you next time. We're going to be talking about hair loss. Next month, we are going to be talking about colorism as well. So we have some interesting topics coming up, but more importantly, we're going to be talking about your money, finances as well. So we'll see you guys soon. Peaceful rest. Good night.
Bye-bye.